Good morning. This morning on DC News Now, back to the glory days. A new deal could have the Commanders return to the district.
Yeah, coming up, the details of how the deal and how local officials and fans across the DMV are feeling about it. Plus, Northern Virginia Congressman stepping back, why Representative Jerry Connolly says he will not seek re-election next year.
It's going to be dry out there for the bulk of our day today. It's going to be warmer too and breezy, but we're going to be watching that cold front, bringing that chance for some stronger thunderstorms out towards our westernmost areas. I'll have more details on that coming up.
And also coming up this morning, President Trump marks 100 days in office. We're taking a look at the biggest impacts his administration has made so far.
You're watching the station covering all of the DMV. This is DC News Now.
All right, good morning, and thanks for starting your Tuesday with us here on DC News Now at 6 o'clock. I'm Tanaya Wright.
And good morning. I'm Shanika Grimshaw. I'll have a look at your roads in a bit, but first let's talk about what's important. I'm seeing, Jackie, that the temperatures are just so high, and it's just going to be hot this week.
Yeah, it's going to be warmer out there over the course of the next several days. We're talking about those 80s, so yeah, it's going to feel a bit more summer-like out there the next several days. We're already off to a mild start out there this morning. Notice DC, a couple degrees shy of 60 already at this hour. We're still holding at 60 in Lexington Park. Lower 50s, Leesburg, Winchester as well. Upper 50s in Hagerstown. Seeing just a few 40s on the map. Overall 40s and 50s across much of the region. A little bit warmer than yesterday morning. We're running nearly 10 degrees warmer in DC, 15 degrees warmer in Hagerstown. Noticeable difference over towards Woodstock and Luray. At least a 20-degree difference from yesterday morning. Winds are starting to pick up out of the south between 3 to 10 miles per hour, but eventually these will pick up between 10 to 15 mile per hour sustained winds, and gusts could be close to 30 miles per hour later on today. Tracking the dry conditions, mainly clear start. Watching that cold front though back out towards our west. That could fire off some stronger thunderstorms back out towards our north and westernmost areas later on tonight. But we're looking at the bulk of our day today dry. You also notice partly cloudy conditions as those temperatures climb. Lower 80s as early as 3 p.m. I'll have more details timing out the rest of that 7-day in just a few minutes. But Shanika's back with the important look at those roadways. What are you seeing this morning?
All right, Jackie. Well, we have some problems. This is out of Montgomery County here. This is the outer loop right near Maryland 97 Georgia Avenue. We have an overturned tractor trailer, and it looks like there was a crash with the tractor trailer and another vehicle. So you are getting by right now at this hour only by 2 lanes along the Capitol Beltway outer loop. So right between Maryland 97 and Connecticut Avenue is where you're going to find that one issue there. And looking at your maps, you're seeing a lot of red, and it is very congested at this early hour, stretching all the way back to 95 right near that interchange. So past 650, past 29, it is going to be a mess and very slow at this early hour. Looking at the rest of your area, you are looking good to go. You might see some slowdowns though on DC 295 heading southbound.
And some breaking news right now out of Fairfax, Virginia. This morning, a juvenile has been hospitalized after a shooting involving Virginia State Police officer. Now, about 1 a.m. this morning, the trooper went to the registered address of a car that fled from a scene. Now, that is where they saw the juvenile near the suspect vehicle. Police say they told the juvenile to stay where he is, but he ran away. According to investigators, an officer then tackled the suspect when his gun went off. That juvenile was taken to the hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. Police say he is a known gang associate. This is a developing story, and we'll have more as the morning continues.
All right, 6:03 this morning, signed and sealed. That was the mayor's reaction, celebrating a decades-long dream of bringing the Washington Commanders back home to D.C.
That is right. Mayor Bowser and Commanders owner Josh Harris announced the multi-billion-dollar deal on Monday. We have team coverage this morning of the potentially massive deal. Our Jan Marisa Say is in Landover with the latest fan reaction to this deal. But first, we do want to go to our Candace Cole with details of the agreement. So Candace, before the Commanders can actually come back to D.C., the council does have to vote on this. How are officials reacting to this deal?
Good morning. That is exactly right. But first, I just want to remind everyone that it's been at least 30 years almost since DC's football team has actually played here on its home turf. So the fact that this deal has been signed right now and seemingly coming to fruition is a major accomplishment for Mayor Bowser. Now, the deal includes plans to spend $2.7 billion on a covered state-of-the-art stadium that can be used year-round, enough to seat 65,000 fans, complete with a view of the Capitol. D.C. taxpayers will foot at least $500 million of that bill. The district will also put up over $200 million for updated utilities, roadways, and a WMATA transit study for the area. It also includes plans to build 5,000 to 6,000 homes in the area, about 30% of which would be designated as affordable housing units, and an entertainment district in the surrounding area. Now, the entire project is expected to take at least 5 years to complete. While many in the city are excited about the prospect of the Commanders coming back to D.C., the plans still need to be approved by the City Council, which is split on this issue. Now, Council Chair Phil Mendelson is concerned about public money being used on a stadium when the city's finances are so up in the air. In a statement, he said the mayor needs to, quote, focus on getting us a final budget. She's on track to miss that deadline by over 7 weeks. And Ward 1 council member Brianne Nadeau says she's a firm no, saying that money could better go toward funding schools, housing, and other amenities across the district. However, Ward 2 council member Brooke Pinto is hoping her other council members will come around.
This is the single largest private investment that we have had in District of Columbia history. Opportunities for more housing and for retail and hotels to really open up this part of Ward 7 and invite people into it is going to be catalytic for the entire neighborhood and our entire city.
Now, Mayor Bowser will have to get at least 7 council members on board to see her plan through. If all goes well, construction would start in the fall of next year. Reporting live in the district, Candace Cole, D.C. News Now.
Well, thank you, Candace. In Maryland, Governor Westmore already looking ahead to what's next for Landover. Months ago, he and the Commanders came to an agreement about what should happen if the team leaves. Now, this includes fast demolition of the current stadium and facilitating the development of the area. Governor Moore and Prince George's County officials already have ideas for what the redevelopment could look like.
Something that's going to be a real live, work, play environment where we are going to involve things like housing. We're going to involve things like entertainment. That's going to be an attraction.
Also, we're looking at other sports venues that could potentially go there.
In a statement, acting Prince George's County Executive Tara Jackson says this is an opportunity for families and small businesses to redevelop the site into an experience that benefits the community year-round. And with the Commanders potentially moving from Northwest Stadium in Prince George's County to the new home in D.C., this is raising some mixed feelings across the DMV.
That's right. D.C. News Now's Yamari Sase is live at Northwest Stadium. Good morning, Yamari. How are fans feeling?
Yeah, good morning. Well, you can just imagine for the past 3 decades, fans have been coming out here to Landover to what is now known as Northwest Stadium to celebrate and just have a good time watching the Commanders play. And now with them moving to D.C., possibly moving to D.C., there's definitely been a bittersweet emotion across the entire DMV about this big decision. Now, although the decision hasn't been made just yet, and if it is going through all the way, it won't be built for another 5 years. Many fans are already anticipating ticket prices with the new facility and new changes. Something prices would be more expensive, and the tailgate environment is also a concern based on the planned release. There will be less parking compared to what we have here in Landover. And traffic in D.C. is also a concern. Many people say they love the Commanders' home stadium being in Prince George's County, and this big change is bittersweet, while others say they belong in D.C.
It's going to be a little bittersweet, but I think that the accomplishment of them moving from here to there is going to be great.
Well, first of all, I think that the Commanders belong in the D.C. area. Of course, that we're going to miss them here in the PG County, definitely because of the revenue that we're going to miss.
Now, that new stadium RFK is expected to be completed by 2030. In the meantime, there's been a lot of conversation about what could take place here at Northwest Stadium, but the final plan has not been finalized just yet. We're now reporting here in Landover, Maryland. I'm Yamari Sase, DC News Now.
All right, Yamari, thank you for that update. And you can find the latest on the Washington Commanders' return to the district on our website. That's at dcnewsnow.com.
All right, well, DC News Now is your local election headquarters, and Virginia Congressman Jerry Connolly is not running for re-election. In a statement on X, Connolly says his cancer has returned. He was diagnosed last year. Connolly is serving his 9th term representing Virginia's 11th district. His term ends on January 2027. He says he will also step down as the top Democrat on the Oversight and Government Reform Committee. Virginia Governor Glenn Youngkin posting on X, thanking the congressman for his many years of public service. Along with his time in Congress, the 75-year-old served as the chair of the Fairfax County Board of Supervisors for 14 years.
And Virginia Governor Glenn Youngkin asking the GOP nominee for Lieutenant Governor John Reed to step aside over disturbing online content. However, Reed says he's staying in the race. On Friday, the Richmonder first reported on the governor's call to Reed, urging him to drop out. The online news site saying that GOP researchers found sexually explicit posts online that they believe are connected to Reed. The Tumblr account in question has now been taken down, but it reportedly had the same username as Reed's current Instagram account. Using the Wayback Machine, it's an online archive tool. Our sister station in Richmond found sexually explicit images of other men shared by that account, dating back to 2014. Reed says the account is not his and is part of an effort to push a gay man off the ticket.
Not going to continue to answer a never-ending parade of questions and false accusations from people who we now know are solely motivated to stage a coup against a gay man whom they didn't want to be their nominee, but didn't have the guts to run against.
Regardless if the claims are true or not, political analyst Rich Marr says Republicans have to find a way to move forward. He says if the current Republican nominee for governor, Lieutenant Governor Winsome Earl Sears, doesn't express support for Reed, it will be very difficult for Republicans to win in November.
I just feel like it's a non-starter to have Reed there and not be running with him. If you're running against him or parallel to him, I just don't see how that's going to be practical.
We reached out to Lieutenant Governor Earl Sears to see if she still supports Reed's candidacy, but haven't heard back.
All right, your time now is 6:11 on a Tuesday. Today marks President Trump's 100th day in the Oval Office.
That's right. Coming up, how he's lived up to his top campaign promises so far. Also ahead, a Maryland business owner changing lives one class at a time, how he's helping veterans and ex-offenders prepare for their next chapter.
But first, we are taking a live look outside. Jackie, a beautiful, nice pink sky out there to start our day.
Yeah, really nice out there. We're just a minute away from the official sunrise this morning, and we'll see those partly to mainly clear skies through much of the morning before more clouds stroll in. As later on tonight, we're watching that cold front back out towards our west that could fire off some thunderstorms. I'll have more details on that coming up.